What's up to the NFG family? What's up? Welcome back to Learn Good TV. Welcome back to another show. How's everybody doing today? It is a beautiful Thursday, April 9th, 2020. And this is a game that's been on the channel but hasn't been on the channel in a while. So guys, today we are playing Madden 20. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been lagging on Madden 20 because I've been playing a whole lot of other games. But you guys wanted those other games and other TikToks, so I had to drop the banger once again. Anyway, hopefully you guys liked the talk show premiere of my talk show that just dropped 5 hours. No, not 5 hours ago. It was like 6-7 hours ago. It dropped to earlier this morning today. So hopefully after this video you guys go watch that video, like it, and you know, do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? But today we are playing Madden 20, and let's get it cracking. I might be a little lagging because I haven't been playing it for a while, so but we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So first team, actually the team I really want to use is the Baltimore Ravens.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and
okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first-time champions of the AFC, the Cleveland Browns, taking on a second team from the AFC, the New York Jets. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got Darnold. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
already know what time it is. Let's go!
To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim to come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl. Fantastic for the team.
Fantastico.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Defensive Player of the Year the other, and they just locked people.
17 yards and a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, baby.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
No, that was
Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That was my fault.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. New York Jets getting the football back here. You look at their 2019 season, and in case you didn't notice, and judging by the attendance at MetLife, you didn't, but you might be surprised to learn that the Jets finished 7-9, a surprising 6-2 record in the second half, CD.
So that is obviously something to build on. And they did it without getting the best performance that they thought they were going to get from their free agent running back, Le'Veon Bell. So now if you move forward, Sam Darnold keeps getting better and more experience at quarterback. Can you get Le'Veon Bell back to Pittsburgh form? If you're able to do that, now you think you're a contender in the AFC East for a playoff spot going up against Buffalo and New England this year.
On second down, it's Bell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. 6-0 our score after 1. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Out of his end zone, Mayfield, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 75 yards.
Let's
and the
go.
Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football? Gone. Big time play. And just think about what on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Come on.
And this fake
All
extra
right.
point attempt failed big
I ain't really
time.
worrying
Not only
about
did
it.
they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. When they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Darnold. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the foot. So you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a Newton, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Again, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Darnold to throw again. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown, Brown, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Oh, he shoves himself.
I'm not getting me. Don't blow me. Let's go! Let's go!
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Y'all see that? Y'all know y'all see that. Y'all see that. That's what the work is, baby.
Quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Hold up.
It's top 10, April 8th. It happened yesterday. Look at this. Look what the girl did to them.
Oh! Dang! That's sad. I felt bad.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Yes, sir. Look at this. It was just dabbing. No, it was too late. They was like that.
Oh, that's
Joseph now to kick this one away.
You know they got over 55.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that route, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On second down now. It's Bell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will lose yardage here. The 31-yard line. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Darnold completes it, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Darnold letting one go deep for a new one. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And another tackle broken. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can...
I don't know what mom's calling me.
Calling me?
Yeah. So, I don't know. So when you like this one, it's first time.
Back.
On a screen, you know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
With a never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes down the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Darnold. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
he's got a man complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Odell Beckham.
71 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on.
Look at it. Look at it.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy at his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I could have went that way. I could have went that way.
Failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Mayfield now. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I got one thing.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Britton. And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
Thank you.
This is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 34 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That escapes the sack. Able to push his way through. Incomplete.
Okay.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I couldn't understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. And New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 18. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His second
He's just on this.
touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Joseph on for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
See, honestly, y'all, I honestly don't care about the kicking part because, I mean, I would if I was losing, but I'm not losing, so I'm not really worried about it. So it doesn't really affect me. So if you guys see me doing the passes and don't really make it, because I honestly don't care, because I'm actually won. Now, if I was in the edge of losing, then I would have done a smarter thing. But, I mean, I clearly won. Like, you can clearly see the score. So it don't really matter to me. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Darnold now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Darnold.
No, they're not. They were hugging, not kissing. Stop playing on it.
Caught here by Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, his second sack of the night. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Never mind.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darrell Roberts right there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the most curious way to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs.
You heard it. Super Bowl champs, baby.
And they're remarkable
Champions!
season in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Well, you guys, that is the end of today's video. If you guys want to see way more videos, then all you guys need to do is stay tuned, like, comment, share, subscribe. I might be posting a brand new video right after this one, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys next video. Shooting over to the next video. I'm out. Peace, y'all.